Everyone, this is Samlock24, and today I have for you a Harpy Ladies deck, as a lot of you are requesting a deck with Harpy's Hunting Ground. And this is the deck I'm using and the deck I've been playing in, the deck that I've been having a ton of fun with. And I know the deck has 3 Toy Magicians and they're extremely hard to get. So I do have like 3 or 4 versions of the Harpy's Hunting Ground deck. So this is the first one, and throughout the week I'll go ahead and add the second, third, and the fourth version. So be on the lookout for that, and you'll eventually find it if it's already, I guess, if you're watching this at a later date. So just check my channel and you'll find more versions of it. So to start off, we have 2 Relinquishes. It's a must in the Harpy Lady deck. 1 Sonic Bird, 1 Senju, and the 1 Manju and the or Senju. I don't know why I keep calling him Manju. So the Senju and the Sonic Bird, you can play multiple copies of it. Just play whatever it is you have. This is the way I like to play the deck, and I only like it at 1 each. I do have several copies of each, but this is how I like to play this particular deck. 3 Kuribohs, 3 Toy Magicians, the Harpy Lady 3, Harpy Lady 2, and a regular Harpy Lady. I don't have my at level 35 yet, so I don't have that final Harpy Lady. If you do have it, just go ahead and substitute it for the normal Harpy Lady. 2 enemy controllers. That could be 2 more mirror walls if you have 3. It could be any other trap if you don't have any enemy controllers. 2 Relinquishes, the Illusion Rituals, mirror wall, a Curse of Anubis, and a Windstorm of Attack. So this is the deck. It's extremely fun, and the way I play Harpy's Hunting Ground is I don't try to rely too much on it. It's the same thing with the Rex Raptor deck, because you only have that one, and once your opponent destroys that one, you're kind of you're gonna lose, because you don't have any different out to it. And a lot of people tend to rely on their field spell way too much, and that's not really my playstyle. So the way I build the decks is I try to build the deck to where it can stand on its own if the field spell gets destroyed, because everybody in those higher levels, if you're playing this game in a competitive setting, if you get all the way to Platinum 3 and up, everybody is running at least like 3 Twisters or 2 Dispels and a Twister, or they're running some sort of way to destroy your field spell. So that's why Rex Raptor isn't doing as great, because they're destroying that field spell, and then after that, all the Rex Raptor is a 16 attack beatdown deck. And 16 attack, it used to be huge when the game started, but now it's not that great, because we do have Witch, we do have a ton of 17 attack monsters. So once the field spell goes, I mean, the whole deck crumbles, and that's one of the things that I don't like about relying on Harpy's Hunting Ground as much. Now, I think, in my opinion, the Harpy's Hunting Ground is just overhyped. Don't get me wrong, it can be useful, and it used to be extremely good, but this is a new meta now. A lot of people running a lot of spell and trap destruction, and right now the Harpy's Hunting Ground, it's just hype at this point. There's really nothing much it does, and like I said, if you are playing those higher end games, it's gonna get destroyed in the first and second turn, and after that your deck is just gonna be a poor version of the Rex Raptor beatdown deck. The Harpies, if you look at their stats, they're not really great. They're 13, 14 defense. The original one's 13, 14, 13, 14. So there's not gonna be many monsters that you're gonna be able to beat down on. So once your Harpy's Hunting Ground is gone, most decks would just fold over. And if you've played, or if you spend most of your time in those higher tier matches, you know that if you Twister, I was about to say MST, but if you Twister their Harpy's Hunting Ground, most of the time they just quit. They just straight out quit, because there is no way for them to win, or at least that's how they have their deck around, and I don't like to rely on that, and that's why I have this deck. Now, the Sphere Kuribohs, I'm thinking about bringing them down to 2, but for now I'm playing it at 3. I know that it seems that I'm always throwing Sphere Kuribohs out there, because I do have 3, and I know a lot of you don't have 3, so just put 2, put 1, put whatever it is you have, and then put another beat stick. You don't have to have the 3 Kuribohs. And in some games that I've played, they've actually they're not helping because there's too many of them. So that's why I'm thinking of bringing them down to 2 or maybe 1. But the deck, the way that this deck wants to play is it wants to play a slow moving pace to where you have control with Toy Magician and you have control with Harpy Lady. You're destroying their back row. You're not letting them attack with the Sphere Karibos, with the enemy controllers, with the Windstorm, and with the Anubis. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but this is a way better Windstorm in my opinion. The only way, if you compare him, this isn't good, is if your opponent is running a normal beatdown, but almost no one in those higher tiers is running a normal beatdown. If you don't know, the effect of the Curse of Anubis is it changes all effect monsters on the field to defense position until the end of this turn. That the original defense of those monsters becomes 0. Also, their battle position cannot be changed. So Anubis is extremely good, and in my opinion, in some cases, it's better than the Windstorm. But this is the deck. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. If you have any comments, leave them down there in the comment section below. And if you're enjoying my content, go ahead and subscribe.